Here goes the question. A woman that is financially stable, has her own house, her cars, doing well, can pay her bills, can do everything for herself. She has security, she has everything that life can bring as comfort to her. But she is single and not married. She is asking you a question. What else can you bring or give to her?
You all heard the question. One of our credible online relationship coach in the name of NGA with Zazie got a reality flipping question from a lady who misconstrued her true value for something else. I want you to think about that. But first of all, point of correction. She has not got security. She bought some for herself. I want you to think about it. And that is a product of feminist unconsciousness. We all need to understand this. And also, asking for what a man is going to bring into marriage is a masculine mentality of looking for a wife. Because women are naturally created to support the man in marriage. But if you look at it critically, that sounds more like she is not actually looking for husband, but she is looking for another wife for herself. Because the reality is that men are comfortable with women who are natural feminine, in which can support him, because men really want to provide and protect the wife and children all the time. But one critical question you really need to ask yourself is that, how do you really think it is a lot easier for you to make money and very difficult for you to find a man you can marry? Definitely something is not right, and those are the things I want to explain to you now. However, I want you people to really understand that there are two types of mentality in all these our financially stable ladies that is actually working against them in getting married. Number one, hyper decision making, which is a masculine trait of being a leader. Because majority of this lady, for you to be able to make money in any discipline or any areas of life, you must be hyper decision makers, because it's a trait of making money. Meanwhile, if you play this kind of traits around men, men will not see you like a woman. They see you like another man. And that is why it's naturally becoming a lot difficult for financially stable ladies to find husband. But instead, women will keep deceiving themselves that men are getting intimidated with their success and everything. But the reality is that you are getting it all wrong. Your behavior most of the time is like a behavior of another man. Think about that. And secondly, another bad mentality in women of this class is that they are often raised as an independent lady, or probably being trained to become an independent leader, which is the motive of the company she is working for. And at the end of the day, if you are an independent lady, definitely are you expecting a man to come and depend on you, or you are actually looking for a man you want to depend on? Meanwhile, all the men around you are looking for a woman who is going to depend on them. I want you to think about that too. But instead, for women to really understand all these realities, they often think men are intimidated by the money they make, by their success, by everything, which is a complete self-delusion. But let us think deeply about this. Wherever you have made the money you have today, my dear sister, there are a whole lot of men in that industry. Even there are so many other men around you. But the reality is that all the men around you in that industry where you make the money, they all go elsewhere to go and choose a wife for themselves. Seeing you every day, definitely you must know that there is something wrong somewhere. And one other critical condition most people don't want to talk about these financially stable ladies is that oftentimes when they really realize they have made error, they are too old or probably hit the wall of fertility problem. That is when they want to realize they need a man, they want to get married and a whole lot. And by so doing, no man wants to marry older woman. Even younger girls are struggling to find a husband these days. But older women is going to be a whole lot more problems to deal with. Let us be smart about this. For you, my dear sister, who is asking this question, just for the fact that you are asking what will a man bring into your life because you've got everything, It is like you are actually craving or asking for how to catch a fish in the desert. I want you to think about that. You need to think and be realistic with your reasoning, my dear sister. Sister, you need to understand that truly your money is value, but it is not an attraction to valuable men. You need to understand this. Unless you are actually looking for a gold digger man who are going to mine you seriously, and at the end of the day you will regret your action. I want you to think deeply about this. The way and manner you actually ask the question, it is obvious that it is reality flipping questions, and once you flip reality you will never get the best of results. Think deeply about this. Peace out.